Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another competitive Left 4 Dead 2 cast. I am Bill, and by my side I have the illustrious Jan. Say hello, sir.
Hello to everybody out there. We need to watch this Diplomacy versus Bedtime game.
It is indeed Diplomacy versus Bedtime. We do have a bit of a mix-up here with the teams in terms of players currently playing Evolve and not wanting to join the match at all. But a bit of a roster rundown here. For Team Bedtime, we have Miguel, Anuser, Zombie Man, and Inox. And do you want to take away Team Diplomacy games?
For Team Diplomacy, we have Shade, Han, Purple, and Kekari. They're really good lineup for them. I think that's probably their best for if they have a ringer.
Yeah, it's a pretty solid lineup indeed. You've got Kekari now for the long arms as well. Sir, unfortunately, who would be providing the long arms, is currently playing Evolve, but we do have the round going live. Map will be Open Road, which is 1 to 5, I believe? Or is it 1 to 4?
I believe it's 1 to 5.
1 to 5 it is. Well, we do have Team Bedtime as a first round on Survivor and Team Diplomacy on the Special Infected. We do have a very early Witch spawn, just ahead of the Survivors in the tree line, but they do have a Boomer, Smoker, Jockey, and a Charger looking to hit off this. I should bring my spec out. Ah, that makes things considerably easier. Well, the Jockey has currently pre-spawned on the cliff to the right of the Survivors. It looks like they're trying to bypass this sort of area, get all their guns, and then take on this Witch. Smoker has now pre-spawned on the Witch. Witch has been pulled by a pistol shot. Smoker has been taken out. Jockey's jumping in. Witch gets the in-cap. Jockey lands. Charge looking for the intercept. Charger gets the intercept. That's a double cap. Witch looking for the kill. Witch is going to be killed, but that is going to be a considerable amount of damage and a very solid opening attack for Team Diplomacy games.
Yeah, that's a huge first hit, actually. That's going to leave 2 bleeding for the tank, at least. And this can be a huge rock tank now. I think it spawns before they get inside.
Yeah, I mean, essentially it's going to be 3 bleeding for the tank. I mean, well, depending on how early Miguel commits his pills, because, I mean, he's 1 punch away from slow. They do find an additional set of pills, though, so that'll help them out.
Yeah, definitely.
We do have the SI coming up for their second attack, and thus far they do have a Hunter, Boomer, Smoker, and the final spawn coming up is going to be another Charger. So it's a tri-cap with Boom support. And this looks like a pretty good place to hit if they can land that Boom. Hunter is looking for that distraction. He's jumping in, and he is going for the cap. He is going to land on Michelle. Boomer is going to get picked. Charger gets the charge. Doesn't get the slam, unfortunately.
The boards weren't broken away, so the Charger could have almost got that off. That pull off if he had those boards pre-broken by like a hunter or something.
And a dog.
And we have the tank up in the hands of Shade. Harriet.
Do we have Worms? I believe we do have Worms.
We do not have Worms.
We do not have Worms.
Okay.
God damn it, C-Sim! This is why.
So we have the Jockey, Smoker, and Boomer coming up here, so they're probably going to want to get hit for rocks on this tank. Especially with the 2 bleeders.
Yeah, this tank is going to... It's a good... If you can get into a place where you get good sight and you can't really be seen, I mean, there's potential to land some rocks. That was extremely close towards Nick there. But we're going to see the tank look for some more rocks. SI is still sort of circling the Survivors. Boomer looking for a closer spawn. Survivors at the moment just sort of giving the tank all the sight he wants, but he is losing frustration, oddly enough.
Yeah, maybe it's the range, or maybe it's this little ledge he's not looking far enough over, but he is losing frustration. Now the Survivors are going into the room over here to LOS.
This could be bad. Boomer has got the... Tri-boom. This tank is going to commit right in on that. Jockey and Smoker widely backing out of there. Smoker looks for the pull, gets the pull on the unboomed Survivor. Tank has now been biled, but he does have himself a corner. Tank is now lost. Tank does have himself a corner once more, though. Does have to down in on Ellis, who now has a quick cap on Coach as well. Does miss the second punch. Tank is getting destroyed. Tank is going to be killed.
You got all the bonus down, and they're all bleeding now, so they can maybe wipe them by the event.
That was, although, you know, you kind of hoping to see a wipe in that situation.
Yeah, very well could have been a wipe there.
Yeah, easily could have been a wipe. I mean, that bile did seem to help out quite a bit. And, of course, with Shade targeting the bonus as well, that's pretty much all you can hope. That's the best you can hope for when it comes to a tank in that situation, especially an early tank.
Yeah, that tank is really easy to shut down, but it's easy to shut down if you don't have 32 bleeding, but they definitely had to LOS really hard and they got through. Anyway, the other hit going in now with the charge on the Hunter. Hunter gets skeeted. It looks like he in-capped his teammate with that shot on the Charger, and the Tri-boom goes out at the end.
Trolling Smoker. Well, at this point, it's just going to be a case of whittling down the Survivors. Is that going to be a black and white as well?
I don't believe it will be.
No, that's his first down. So we've had 3 survivors now to suffer a down each. They're all bleeding. They have no sets of pills. Thankfully, Rochelle is rocking, a pretty solid amount of temporary HP, as is Inox. But,
Luckily for the survivors here, I think there are actually 3 more pill spawns on the map. So we might be able to make it with full distance. We have a hit going in here, Jockey Charger. And we have a nice charge spit going down. And the Hunter goes in after to keep it on.
Yep,
So we have some more good damage, and they're all slow now for this event, except for Inox, who's about to be slow from bleeding.
They do find 2 sets of pills in that cabinet, but I do retract my previous statement about Rochelle having a large amount of temporary HP because she just lost it all in that attack. The survivors have triggered the event. They're currently getting swarmed by Horde, but there is only going to be about, unless they get an in-cap, 1 more SI attack before the safe room. Jockey has spawned up, Smoker in support, Charger, and they do have that Spitter as well. Smoker does get picked by the survivors. Charger spawns up in front, looks for the charge, misses. Oh, actually does get a charge in on Spit goes down, but it's just going to separate the survivors at this point. But Nick goes down in the back. Ellis is currently trying to pick him up, but there's those pesky mudmen beating the crap out of Nick. And no one can really get back to up. So there's going to be 1 more attack for the SI right at the safe room door near enough, and it's going to be a Smoker thus far. Final 3 spawns coming up momentarily. Boomer, Hunter, final spawn coming in for Shade is going to be a Jockey. So it's another tri-cap with Boomer. And it is coming in all from behind. Smoker gets a pull but gets cleared. Hunter misses his damage pounce and gets skeeted as a result. Smoker gets another repull, gets an in-cap on L. Rochelle has been boomed in the front, so she's probably going to go down to all them common. But they do get on her and they do clear her from it, so that is going to be safe room for Team Bedtime on map 1. Not much of a health bonus to write home about, but they do make it, which is the important thing. So, 44 bonus for them.
Making the distance on these maps is really important. But definitely really good infected play from Team Diplomacy here.
Very good, very coordinated infected play as well. We saw, I don't know, was it 3, maybe 4 tri-booms go out that round?
Yeah, I don't think I saw a single attack where somebody just like staggered in at the end or somebody just came in early. I think they all went at once together really well.
Yeah, their spawn time was very much in sync. I mean, there was, seconds, literally 1 or 2 seconds between each of the spawns, so it all came up together, it all died together, and all went in together. But we do have a nice quick ready up going in. Team Diplomacy now taking their first round on Survivor, and the opening attack once again for the Special Infected is a Jockey, Charger, Boomer, and a Smoker.
Let's see how they handle the switch in comparison to the way Team Bedtime did, because I don't think they want the same results.
I think it was like a bit of a mispull there, because I'm sure there's a shotgun spawn where that Smoker is currently stood. So I think they were looking for that in order to pull that Witch. But when they were trying to pick the Smoker with a pistol, they inadvertently shot the Witch, which resulted in an in-cap and a nice double cap by the SI.
Yeah, it was really good follow-up on the mistake they made. Really good capitalization. We have the Jockey respawning by the Witch.
Yep, and similar with the Smoker, looks like he's looking around as well. But they do have a shotgun, so they are going to pull the Witch right the way back to the safe. Will this bug her out, though? No, there's technically no safe door.
Not.
She doesn't get bugged out. The attack is getting currently shredded. Smoker's down to minuscule HP, and he has been picked. Jockey is still up, and the rest of the SI haven't chose to spawn in and go in off it yet either, so... Just Zombie Man running away with his Jockey. Charger has now spawned up, coming in from behind the survivors. Gets railed though. Nice double boom goes out, and the Jockey does land for a couple of ticks, but he is going to be cleared extremely quick by Nick. And that is going to give the survivors enough time to push up, spawn that tank. But pretty big split as well.
Yeah, I don't think the spawns up soon enough to capitalize on it though. Anyways, I think they definitely took it a lot better than Team Bedtime did for this first hit, and the Witch.
Definitely. It puts them in a very solid attack. I mean, Bedtime are kind of in a situation at this point where they either had to try and line of sight that tank or, push it early for some chip. They couldn't push it because of where the tank was positioned, and trying to line of sight it resulted in them, well, essentially walking into a tri-boom. But we do have the attack up for the SIs, which I imagine will go in. It's going in a bit earlier. Boomer trying to rocket in, misses the rocket though and gets popped instant. 12 damage pounds going out. Charger gets a stumble. Does he get a fist on Ellis before he's clipped?
I
don't think he even got the fist, but the tank has been triggered. Tank is now up in the hands of Anuser. And he is, he's in a much better place for the survivors. So I'm surprised to see them running back. Tank's going to try and cut them off.
It looks like he's going for the log back at State Room, but I'm not sure. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
The log? You can tell I do not know this map at all because I had no idea there was a log.
Yeah, it looks like he's going for the log. You'll see it in a second.
The log!
So this could be really interesting depending on how
Oh,
they
he's
take
knocked
this
it out.
tank. It looks like they're running forward anyway.
Yeah, they've got to be really careful like this. I mean, Tank's just lost his first pass.
Oh, and
Boomer
they
gets
deny the boom.
Reloading.
That's huge.
This tank is pretty much going to have to commit on the 2 spawns that he's got. Just providing... He's going to go AI, actually.
Yeah, I think he's AI. They're just going to run forward up to this safe room. With where the event starts, that room is pretty safe. If they can get there.
There's 2 sets of pills there and an ammo pile as well. Oh, Tank is going to cut off that last survivor. Oh, no, Rochelle does get
I
out.
don't think so. Oh,
Oh, Rochelle does get stuck. Tank is going in, does have the early corner on Rochelle. Is going to get the in-cap, but the Tank is getting absolutely destroyed. Melee's in the back as well. Now Tank is dead. 1 in-cap. Charger gets a double charge. Charger has now been cleared. Hunter and Jockey going in on Nick in the corner. Hunter has now been cleared. Just the Jockey left. Jockey is clear. So that... You know, they got something out of it, but that was so dangerous. So close to going AI.
really good focus on that tank from Team Diplomacy here.
Well,
They
they're
died
going to
almost after winning down it, and then was just dead.
And they're
Yeah,
going to
no
get
time
one
to do.
attack near
Yep.
enough. Bile has now been deployed as well by the survivors. They're pretty much going to get to the corner just outside the safe room before this Bile wears off and before the SI have their full hit up. It is a pretty good hit, mind you. They do have the Charger and the Spitter. It's all coming in from behind. Charger gets destroyed. Smoker and Jockey do land momentarily, but everything has been cleared. Just the Smoker left behind the fence, and he isn't going to do anything. Internet
That's
Bully is
safe room, I
put...
believe. Yeah,
Reloading.
really good play from Diplomacy here on map 1. Keep in mind that it is a international match, so they'll be playing on a Europe server afterwards.
But that is a very
See if they can
respectable
make the scores back up.
472 bonus.
Yeah, it's huge.
Very good start, very solid start from Diplomacy. Which is good to see, actually. I mean, I feel like they kind of let themselves down a bit with their previous match on, I think it was Die Scraper against Revolutions. I felt like they went into that match with the right frame of mind and did relatively well, but they had that one tank fight, I think it was map 3, which really turned the game against them.
I didn't catch that game.
It was a joy to cast. I blame Purple.
Oh, what's oh, this is a 20? Is that 20%? I can't read with the chat over it.
Unfortunately, I can't really see it either.
Well, we'll know momentarily. Yeah, this is the 20% tank, so this is going to be probably by the safe room with this car. There's at least one hittable car over here right now.
My bad on that one.
But if they can
bullshit
push
one.
out into this open area,
I mean, this is a pretty good place to take a tank with a hittable. I mean, there's a good few obstacles for the thing to get caught on.
yeah, that's true. You just have to watch the boomers.
And unlike the campaign version of this map as well, this this first red car here, which I believe is the hittable one, isn't alarmed.
I'm not sure, but it looks like they're saving their hit for the tank maybe, or they're trying to get spawns up above, I'm not sure.
Possibly, but I mean, it's a 2-2, so I mean, it's not particularly great 2-2 either. They do have the Hunter to spit on, I guess. But I think they probably want to get this boom as soon as possible just to prevent the survivors getting into an optimal position to take this thing. But the boomer is going to
One
spawn
boom
behind
goes-
the car. Oh, Hunter getting skeeted.
And everything
Boomer
is
gets the
aptly
one.
shut down
Yeah,
very quickly.
very sufficiently shut down, and that is going to be Rochelle running forward to trigger the tank. Tank has been triggered and is up in the hands of Miguel. He could bring in the. Can he not bring in the car from the bridge as well, or is that a bit too
He
audacious?
could do that, yeah, that's what he's doing, I believe. Oh no, he's not, he's just going around.
Good old spec. Oh, that propane tank. Survivor's pushing into a different area to hit the tank here. Tank has no hittables, but does get a quick corner in on Ellis, who does take a boom as a result of that punch. Tank now has a corner on Ellis, who is going to go down. But that tank is getting railed in the back. Does get the in-cap. There is a Hunter still jumping around for support. Gets an in-cap and a double stumble. Tank looking to capitalize on that. He's going to punch Coach way too far away from himself, though, to make any sort of leeway on it. But he's spreading that love pretty damn well. Getting himself some rocks, getting himself a couple of occasional punches on different
Is Han
survivors.
gonna die? He's low. Oh my goodness, Han died.
Oh, Han died.
On the side.
Well, that's a terrific start.
That's a very good start. Oh yeah, there might have been, yeah, I believe that's Drownwater actually, it's far enough down. Wow, that's huge action.
Yeah,
Death there.
early.
Gotta reload.
So we have to look out for the potential tri-cap from Team Bedtime here to end the round.
It looks like they want to try and go in on this. There's 2 survivors still up, but there is a jockey pre-spawn on the bridge and the smoker as well. Hunter's now up there. 4 survivors going in.
Oh.
Ooh, so close.
Almost got the tri-cap there, but the tongue was cleared really quickly as well.
It's going to be an in-cap though.
It will be. They still have plenty of pills though, so they can keep going fast.
Yeah, at this point, they just need to make as much distance as possible because, I mean, we've got another horrendous ladder choke coming up here, which they're going to walk straight into. Oh, that Hunter.
I'm going to pause.
Strategy pause going out. I don't know if that's
I don't necessarily know if that's allowed. You might need to get an admin or something.
Apparently Shade has to reboot his rig, so we're finding out what the deal is here. Well, the survivors, well, sorry, the infected seem to have okayed it. Hunter does get himself the 17 damage pound.
That hit the spot. Y'all crazy if you don't think this
I think if the infected team wants to allow it, I don't see a problem with it. But I'm not a tournament admin, so I guess I can't make that ruling.
I'm not a tournament admin either, but I'll make a ruling just because I'm great.
I think you should, because I don't want to get in trouble. You seem to be pretty okay with it.
Yeah, thankfully I have no real shits to be given when it comes to dishing out the rules, as it were. It looks like we are going to be waiting for Shade to reboot his computer.
Yeah.
And to my knowledge, Shade is currently sponsored by Potato, so this may take a while.
Maybe it's an encrypted potato, so he can't get DDoS though.
Well, I don't know. Shade isn't rebooting.
Oh,
by
it
the looks
looks
of
like
things.
he's ready.
Well, there's the due to that in-cap and the subsequent pauses, the SI do have another attack, and they are going to get a double boom on the 2 survivors. Charger looking to come in from behind. But no, it looks like the SI are indeed going to save themselves and go to the top of this ladder and look for the tri-cap.
Are they really going all the way to the top of the other ladder?
I don't know, it kind of looks like that's what they're going to do. They're kind of scrambling for spawns at the moment. They do have a
So
witch
they're
to
going to hit the
play.
tunnel.
But no, they are going to go in here now. Boomer getting one. Charger gets intercepted in front.
That's a
That's
tri-cap right
tri-cap. Oh, the Charger gets
Oh,
cleared.
the charger gets cleared. Oh my goodness.
Coach needs to get back there. Save his buddy.
Kekri's having a hard time here.
High ping plus commons. Not good. Kekri in deep shit. Jockey is about to get the in-cap on Rochelle, which it does. Nick is currently being smoked. Rochelle desperately trying to clear that Jockey from behind, but Coach is now sort of semi-clear of common. But they do have a Charger and a Hunter up here. This could be the end of it right here. Hunter's coming in looking for that cap. Here comes the Jockey and the Charger. Everything's going in on Coach. He might survive. Almost. No!
No, that's
That's
it.
it.
Really good play there from Bedtime to shut them down after that tank so quickly.
Yeah, I think the kill at the beginning from
Yeah,
Han
it's
drowning,
definitely huge.
very pivotal in this Wii match, as it were. But I mean, that's a solid start, especially on this round as a recovery for Team Bedtime.
Yeah, especially considering this is their away match in the home away games.
Yeah, I mean, I
you
think
get a wipe
Diplomacy
like
are going to
that,
be
it's
kicking
huge.
themselves.
You can't really afford to be wiped in your home game, so a lot of the times. But they are mostly East Coast, so it won't be that bad on the Euro servers.
Yeah, if they're playing on like a UK server, it shouldn't be too bad. About 120, I think most East Coast Americans get to that. But we are going to see the round go live. Team Bedtime taking their second round as Survivor. Opening hit is going to be a 2-2. Hunter, Smoker, Boomer, and a Spitter. So we didn't really see much come in from this, but we are going to see a single Boom go out. Boomer's going to save himself. And he should get a recharge, actually, by the time the Survivors clear this horde. We didn't really see any damage coming off this attack from Team Bedtime when they took their round on Special Infected, but here we go. Nick is going to push out. Looking to pop that Boomer with his no HP at all. Boomer does get picked. Hunter coming in from behind, gets an 11 damage pound. Spit's going to go down. It's a little bit late, but it's going to get a couple of ticks. Nice little bit of chip. Tank is now going to be triggered. It's up in the hands of Kekri. It's going to be a very loud war room to be in. It's a shame that the viewers can't hear it. Survivors are going to back up to the safe room.
Oh, they're going. Yeah, this is probably what they want to do so that nobody dies to a car or something. They probably just want to play it safe and get full map distance every map, even if they're going to take 2 or 3 incaps on this tank. Looks like they're sacking for the typical hallway of, like, Dark Carnival 3 hallway with Hunter, Jockey, and Charger.
It's a little bit of a scumbag move. I mean, the tank's still losing frustration even though someone's in the safe.
I believe, yeah, that's one of the part of the plugins that Jacob added to this map, so they can be taken in the safe room.
Oh, that car!
I don't know that he wants to bring the car in there because it might get stuck and he might be AI behind it. If they do go all the way into the safe room.
I don't know, when it comes to fitting cars into tight spots, well, yeah, Tank is going to have to commit. He is going in. Tank is going to roll right past Rochelle, but is going to stop and get a couple of punches in on him. Tank's going straight back for the last 2 survivors. No SI able to get a spawn in the safe room. So there is 1 in cap. Tank is in the second one. Hunter's going to intercept the 3rd survivor. Tank looking to capitalize on that as well. Now that could be dangerous. There's a car out there, but the tank is going to be killed. So good amount of damage spread, but I think it's safe to say that Bedtime will be content with that, suffering 2 in-caps to that tank.
Yeah, definitely after they saw that somebody just sat in there and get an in-cap as well. I'll definitely be taking 2 in-caps over a death.
Yep, they do get the bile as well. They do have 2 survivors fully bleeding, 2 sets of pills left on their person. There is another SI attack poised and ready to intercept. It is come in. Nice tri-boom once again. Spit separation from Rochelle down at the base of the ladder, but the Hunter's going to come in. He's going to get M2'd and shut down. Smoker gets a momentary pull, but then gets cleared as well. Spit is going in for a couple of scratches and is going to be killed at the base of the hole, so the Spit puddles downstairs.
Yep. The Nia team diplomacy here needs to look for some big tri-caps to get this W after a map like this, to win the map at least. It looks like they actually can't win the map anymore, I don't think. But
their sacking order isn't particularly good either. I mean, yes, they're landing the big multi-booms and shit, but I think they might get another spitter here. No, they do get the charges, so they are lucky in that sense, but I think they would have preferred to have the spitter at this point. So it looks like we are going to see a hit off this Witch. Boomer is going to go in and get himself popped, so they are saving for that spitter. Witch is in a pretty precarious position on the top, well, I guess the middle tier of this flight of stairs. So this could be big damage. If they can target bonus as well, that's really going to help Diplomacy's chances of keeping this game a lot tighter. Because at the moment, their 400-point lead from the first map is currently being eaten away with every step that survivors are allowed to take. But the Smoker is going to get picked, which is going to be pulled. It's been pulled by a machine gun, though.
Oh, she's unstuck.
Charger gets charged. Oh, misses his charge, unfortunately.
And the Witch is dead to the Uzis.
Yep, Witch does get shredded as a result. So that's going to be the choke point and the Witch taken out.
And they're probably going to get the ladder choke as well. The Jockey may get fall damage, but that's it. Wow, the Jockey doesn't even get fall damage.
Oh, yep.
Oh.
Nope.
No, he landed back on the ladder.
Oh, but the Hunter gets an intercept. Smoker looking to capitalize on that, but Ellis is all the way up the top of the ladder. Boomer has spawned down below as well. Bit of miscommunication by the SI there. It seemed that they had a plan, but it kind of half worked and half didn't. So I mean, they've got what, 3 more attacks before safe room, or at least 2 more before the event.
Yeah, definitely. And if they could get a big depth charge here, get a multi-depth charge would be absolutely huge, obviously.
Yeah, they kind of need to pick their strategy here. Do you go for the depth charge or do you go for the guaranteed damage? Because I mean, at the moment they're sitting very pretty in terms of bonus as well. A death is great, but if you can, do you risk it all on that?
I think you send in this Boomer, and if he gets 1 or 2, you try for the depth charge.
Smoker is going to go for a pull, but Smoker is going to get cleared. Charger gets
destroyed. Oh my goodness. Good focus on the Charger there from Team Bedtime.
Yeah, Zombie Man taking a little bit of chip in the back, but nothing really significant. So the bonus hasn't really been dented that much. And, I mean, this Horde is all pouring in from the rear as well, so that's going to give the survivors a pretty ample opportunity to get up in front of these panels, knock them out of the way, and start this event.
Yeah, I can only really see 2 more attacks at most at this rate.
Yep, and the Boomer Bile has been deployed. Do see a Charger going in. Charger gets a charge. Smoker looking for that pull, but he's not going to get it. Boomer gets popped and doesn't trigger the car alarm. Jerky coming in, gets a jock in on Ellis, and that is going to trigger the car alarm, but at this point there's only 1 SI up. No SI up.
They're just going to run in there anyways. They don't really care about that one.
Don't you hate on my jerk? And that is going to be bedtime, making the safe room with...
Taking the lead in their away match is pretty good.
That is very good indeed, and they've got a comfortable 428-point lead going into the next map. So I made that up.
Yeah.
450 something. What do I do this to myself? Where's Dragon? I need someone to do maths.
Sorry, math's a little hard for everyone sometimes.
No, I just don't do maths. Maths is not one of my strong suits. I drink, I swear, I'm British, and I just look pretty. That's what I'm here for. I'm not here to do maths. I'm not a calculator.
The next map, I'll bust out my abacus and calculate it for you.
Let's go.
Oh, shit, yeah!
Better start fucking abacusing now.
So on this map, there's actually an event they can choose to take at the start that gives them chrome, silenced Uzis, and melee weapons if they choose to do that. But it also gives them a horde, so it's kind of the trade-off there. And I've seen a lot of people actually start the event, shoot the alarm car, and then go to a safe spot and hold it out, and then start the second event for the moving forward in the map.
Yeah, it's a very wise thing to do. I mean, the tank doesn't trigger until 49% either, which I believe is after the second door, is it not? So, I mean, they could comfortably open this door, get the silenced Uzis, get the chrome, get the melees, shoot that car alarm, and hold up somewhere and hope to God they don't take too much damage.
Yeah, I think this tank is actually it spawns right before the diner, so maybe they can push into the diner, which is probably their best bet, if it does spawn before the diner. Because taking a tank in that diner is really easy if you remember the positioning of the tables and you jump over them and keep them running around.
Well, we do have a relatively interesting... Oh, cheese in it.
Yeah, it looks like Shade is getting a sub out because I believe he's a little sick right now.
Everyone is
Hopefully
sick.
he feels better.
X-Spy is sick, Prodigy is sick, Shade is sick. Did you guys have some sort of sordid orgy that we don't know about?
I mean, I can't tell you or I'll have to kill you.
I get better in 1 hour, conveniently with enough time to play Evolve for the rest of the evening.
Well, that's Sir's thing, actually.
Well, the damage tampon for Team Diplomacy has diplomatically decided to jump out of this game. But, oh no, the countdown's been cancelled. No me gusta. Oh, there we
They're
go.
going back live. They're pulling some crazy moves here.
Strategic ready-up delay.
For the first we have the Jockey, Charger, Boomer, Smoker. They're probably going to try to pull it out in this playoff separation on that.
Yeah, I mean, I think in this situation, with the setup they have, I guess I'd really prefer that spitter instead of the Boomer.
Yeah, definitely for this first tip, you want to get someone bleeding. We have the Smoker going in from the right-hand side here. Gets cleared really quickly. Charger misses his rocket. Rocky's in. Boomer gets one. Smoker tries to pull again, misses. The Charger misses as well, and looks like the hit's basically cleared except for the Smoker.
0 damage across the board for the S. Well, it's going to tick up a couple more times now because of the common. But, pretty unfortunate for Team Diplomacy there. They got nothing off that, but Team Bedtime deciding not to go for the other weaponry. Running also a bit past the car.
Melee. There are some other melees throughout the map, but I don't think they're going to run into them with the way they're going.
No, and they do trigger the second event very quickly as well, so that is going to be the SI spawning up. They're all now in Ghost mode, Jockey, Hunter, Boomer, and a Charger, so very similar to the opening attack with the Hunter in place of the Smoker. Hunter is going to get skeeted, however. So
They're not going to get much in this room here, especially not without a spitter where you can free spit and then try to get damage in.
Well, see, that's the thing. I mean, if the survivors intended to stand here and wait out the event, why didn't they do that with the first event? They had more than enough time to open the door, get the weapons, and get here to hold out the event.
Yeah, maybe they don't know about the event. I don't know how much of these teams have practiced this map.
Ah, they know. They know. If they don't know, shame on them. You're participating in a custom campaign tournament. You do your fucking research. If you don't do your research, then you end up like me, who has to try and cast matches on maps he's never fucking seen before. But it's all going well. But the survivors have indeed held out the event. They haven't sacked the Boomer though for the spitter, which is strange. I guess
Looks like they're waiting to get outside because the Jockey's on the rooftop above.
Yeah, and survivors are going to go and replenish their ammo supply. Jerky is terrorizing. He's just standing up there waiting to jump on someone's head.
Soon.
Very soon. He needs a kick. Smoker has spawned up as well. Here comes the Charger rocking in. Jockey gets a Charger, intercepts that in some weird way by bouncing him off the wall and releasing the gentleman from the Jockey's grip. Boom is going to go out on one survivor as well, so it's a little bit of chip damage going in on Miguel, but nothing significant to write home about. Survivor is looking to push through this maze area, which should trigger the tank when they get to the... There it is.
Oh, it looks like they're going to run back to this tank. I thought it spawned after this drop here, but looks like they're just going to run back to those rooms up above or below, where they hold out the event. It's a pretty good spot to take the tank. There's not many spawns anymore. Maybe they're going to run all the way back to safe room and try to AM or something. I don't think that's a good idea. Oh yeah, they're going downstairs.
I had pressing matters to attend to in my PM win.
It looks like they're sacking spawns to get the normal room hit with the Hunter, Jockey, and Charger. Miguel is 3 hits, so if he commits on him and gets the quick in cap, it could be really good for them.
Well, at this point, I mean, there's nothing in front of the survivors to stop them now, so I mean, this tank needs to do work, like significant work. They do have the tri-cap, so this is going to be... Well, here we go, Tank is going to commit himself. Tank looking for that corner, gets a very quick and early corner. Survivors aren't even focusing the Tank at the moment. He's been left to run riot. Spreading that love a bit. SI support needs to go in now though and help him out. SI support does go in, Tank gets an in-cap, Charger gets a charge, Smoker has been cleared, Jerky has been cleared as well, but the Tank has got himself a second corner and he is going to get it down off that. Tank can still do some work here. Can guard that second in-cap at least, but he's going to go straight back in and look for the third. And he's not going to get it, but the tank does get taken out. But really good spread. 2 full in caps, and another 2 survivors taking about 2 punches or a punch and a half each at least.
That's going to be 3 sets of pills right there, and then Inox is really close to being slow as well, so maybe they can wipe them by the end of the map with a good set of tri-caps.
Yeah, they really need to start focusing the SI that is on Ellis and Rochelle now, because that's where all the last of the solid is. They really need to get that down. They do have their spawns up for this maze here. It is going to be a tri-cap with spit support. Hunter looking to go in on that last survivor almost. It looks like Hunter's now behind the fence. Survivors know he's there. And the attack going in. Jockey does get a jockey in on Coach. Spit goes down to nothing as a result. And the Smoker didn't spawn, I don't think.
Yeah, some of these bushes, I know Jacob fixed a lot of them, but I believe some of the bushes you still have a hard time spawning through. It looked like that just happened to purple there. Anyway, the Smoker's going to set up on the Witch in this room right before the drop. They can avoid the Witch if they want to, but they're not going to. And just a typical draw crown that's unmissed. I think he broke on the door of the Witch or something.
But that Smoker's getting chased down by Nick, and Smoker does get the full action. But the Umu's going to waddle himself and get a nice try boom once again. Hunter gets a nice 22 damage pack. Charger has triggered as well. He's going to go straight in, gets a charge, almost a double charge, but does get an in-cap in on Ellis.
That's in-cap on the biggest bonus they had. That's huge.
Yep, they were all, Ellis was all solid, really. All the solid that they had left. I mean, Rochelle is now prime target for the SI. But they do have 2 sets of pills left amongst them to sort of dish out among the survivors who were close to going slow. And there's not really that much more ahead of them. I mean, this horde is a bit of a pain in the ass, from what I recall, because it spawns in the safe room. But the SI at this point are going to get 1 more attack. At this rate, it looks like it might be a 2-2. And it is a 2-2. It's the worst 2-2 in history. It's a Jockey, Smoker, Boomer, and a Spitter. Smoker gets a pull in the back from Rochelle, but he gets cleared very quickly. Jockey's down to absolutely no HP, and Jockey's taken out. Boomer's going to waddle in here and get a single boom in on Nick in front, just to irritate the survivors a little bit more, but they are going to make safe from. Once again, with
2-2 living up to its name right there.
Yeah, it's an attack that which has just never been liked. But they do make it in with a 208 bonus. Zombie Man whoring himself and getting top and all the stats, including friendly fire, so we can thank him for that. And that is going to take them up to 2,348 points overall thus far. So I mean, after 3 maps on the away server, that's very respectable for their time.
Very, very good. That's probably what they wanted to limit them to, like for all 5 maps on the away server. If they wanted to have a really good chance of winning. So they need a big bonus on this map and the next map to really set themselves ahead for their away match. Diplomacy, that is.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess it's sort of in Diplomacy's favour. They have Purple, who's used to playing with pretty much any degree of ping, and of course all of the North Americans will have the potential for long arms going into the next map. But I guess they really could have benefited for having, say, Sir play as well for this next map on the home server, because obviously European. So they'd have Sir and Kakari.
We'll see if they can get Sir to follow through with that. and get off of
factor.
Evolve for a little bit.
Seems that Serve is going to be stuck on Evolve, but we do see the opening attack for the SI is going to be a tri-cap with Boom in support, Jockey Charger, and the Smoker. Smoker does get a nice little pull-up though. Charger looking to capitalise on that by going Fist City. Jockey looking to try and get the intercept. He's not going to get it, but that Charger
Oh my
getting a
goodness.
shit ton of fists and a double charge for his trouble.
That Charger just did probably 80 damage by it in combination with the Smoker. Actually, closer to 100. Holy crap, that was
101
a really
damage.
good hit.
Reload.
That was a phenomenal first hit.
I just
And
don't think they
that's-
were ready to clear that tongue out there, and somebody went too far out to the side.
Yep, and of course that is going to be... and once again, they didn't do it either. They didn't go in for the weapons. So the Boomer is going to go in and get himself a nice double boom. Survivors are going to try and look towards the same place where the previous team took it, but the Hunter is going to get a cap. There is a Jockey looking to come in and a Charger from behind. Charger gets a charge and a slam. Almost 2 slams, but the attack has now finally been cleared.
Oh my
Boomer's
goodness,
gonna
they're taking a lot of
reproxy.
damage for this.
They are taking a considerable amount of damage.
They need to like ace that tank to be in a respectable position.
Yeah, I mean with this tank as well, even if they intend to do the same and run it back to this area to take it, I mean it's an area where the SI, yes, they can only filter in through one door, but at the same time, if you don't kill any of the SI or at least chip them down as they come in to support that tank, you're looking at a potential tri-cap. If they
Yeah,
get
definitely.
wiped at that tank, it's going to be shit street. But there is a hit going in. A pull goes out in spit
In
as well on
separation.
Coach.
Oh my goodness, Coach is gonna go down here. Oh, close.
Yeah, I guess the only thing they could be thankful for in that situation was
Oh,
Coach
Coach is
going
down.
down. Was Coach was the recipient of the Mike Tyson punches for the save from Charger.
Something for you.
But I mean, that's one survivor bleeding already.
Yeah, this is gonna be a really hard tank for them. They need to take it really well in order to be getting a good score at the end of this match.
Well, they are going to trigger the tank. They're running away, but there is a Hunter looking to intercept on Coach. He does get the M2, the fabulous M2. There is a Jockey also coming in, which has been taken out. Boomer gets a boom in on one survivor. There is a Charger looking to intercept. Charger just missing that intercept. But he's still up. And the Jockey has now been M2'd away and taken out. Survivors retreating down towards
Oh my god,
the
the tank's already there.
Oh, the tank finds a
Really good play
shortcut.
from the tank here.
This is going to be big damage. Tank looking to spread that love as well. 3 survivors trapped outside the room. Rochelle is in it. There is a Smoker and a Hunter, although the Hunter's AI. The tank has got himself an in-cap, but the tank is getting railed. He's down to about 1,000 HP, and he is going to get out of there, but that's great damage. Another full in-cap on Nick as well, who was all bonus.
Make me get ugly with you.
So he's going to have to get up and take them pills. They have no pills for Kekri, and he's down to bugger all HP as well.
It's
I
looking
forgot
very
to push my
dire.
push to talk to you. Fuck my life.
Now you were talking.
Thank God. I thought, what the hell, my finger isn't on C. Thing's broken. It's okay, I got it. I know what I'm doing, I'm back. I've recovered. Well, Tank is just going to go AI at this point, just to add some additional bleeding and get that final attack in with a full SI hit.
God damn it, I can't believe this.
And there it is indeed, Tank is AI. The SI do have their full hit, it is going to be a Charger, Smoker, Boomer, and the Jockey. Tank rolling in, Tank is getting focused down, Tank gets taken out, LS gets in-capped by the Jockey, Charger misses his charge, Smoker gets a momentary pull, Jockey does get taken out, and a Boom does go in on one side. Very selfless play there by Kekri as well, put himself right in the line of fire for drawing the tank, and drawing essentially the full SI hit.
I think he wanted to go down there because he's at 1 health anyways. I think he just wanted to get down and picked up, so he stood in front.
Yeah, and Touchwood as well. There is another set of pills ahead of the survivors, but that was Kekri's first down, so obviously he's not going to be black and white either. But there's going to be a pretty nasty hit coming in from behind. Spitter going in. Charger missing his charge, unfortunately. Hunter is currently going batshit on Rochelle, who was solid
Oh
HP.
wow, yeah, they needed to sack Rochelle there, and they didn't. And she just lost almost all of her bonus.
Yep. And that is now 2 survivors slow. So they still have a witch to take. And they still have about, well, at the speed they're moving with all 4 survivors slow, they still have about 3 more attacks to take.
I'd say more like 4 or 5 actually with this speed.
Let's not be pessimistic here, Yams. Let's say
If
3.
they keep spawning up and going quickly. Depends on how they want to play it.
We do see a good pick going in on the Boomer, though. Yams is using a machine gun. He's not using a keyboard. He's using a goddamn drumstick. We do see the pole go out. There's a figure. Oh, Coach does go down to the witch. Jockey gets an in-cap scratch from behind. Spit's going to go down to delay the pickup. But that is going to be both Kekri and Chi black and white. So this is the dangerous. I don't think they'll even need the 5 attacks that you predicted, Yams. I think there's probably going to be another attack before 2 survivors are potentially dead.
Yeah, the black and whites are going to be really scary here with these next couple of attacks.
They do find 1 set of pills, which they are going to pass to one of the black and white survivors. Hunter is looking for that damage pound, and he gets it! He bounces off the fence post and lands on someone's face. Charger goes and gets another in-cap on the last of the bonus. So that's 2 survivors down. Ellis is dead. Just Coach up. We just saw Visceral. The ghost of Visceral has appeared to jump on someone's face and get a 25 damage pound. I approve deeply. Put that in the highlight reel. So, 1 survivor's dead, 1 survivor's almost dead, and there's 2 survivors hobbling. Do see a jockey going in as well. I was just terrorizing at this point. Boomer does get popped as he bunny hops. Jockey terrorizing from his bush position. There is a charger and a smoker looking to go in as well. So the tri-cap is up, the tri-cap's coming in. Smoker gets his pull, does get self-cleared by Coach though, like some sort of hero. Charger gets the charge and a slam?
I believe he got the slam, yes.
Oh no, poor Coach. Coach down to 1 HP. Coach black and white. Coach in trouble. Coach in trouble, Hunter coming in. Oh, Coach M2's the Hunter and takes him out. Man is a fucking hero. Where's that 1 common? Where is that common? Oh, if they spit on him, scumbag move, scumbag move.
Oh, he
Coach
survived!
avoids it!
You can't kill the Coach!
This is why they subbed out Shade. It was strategy.
Shoot each other?
This man has made it further on 1 HP in this entire campaign than Shade had made it up until this point in the match. The jockey's coming in! Oh no, he
he's
gets
dead.
Coach.
Rest in peace. Oh, Han killed him!
No.
Han!
How? What the? Oh, Hunter does get a cap in on Nick at the front. Doesn't get the in-cap, but the Spit is going, and Scumbags are going to get the in-cap. What a
Oh, it's a
death.
kill.
Just Rochelle left. Oh, the smoker's here. Get on the big gun, Rochelle. You got this. Rochelle is on the gun. Oh,
Blocking
Rochelle's
someone
on.
with the gun. Huge plays here.
We almost didn't make it.
And Rochelle does make it for 1 bonus. So
Well, I
they
guess
are
they made
still
safe
down.
room, but not in the way they wanted to.
Yeah, they are still down by a solid 700 odd points. Han deciding to sacrifice his teammates by making him catch the jockey, then taking him out with a shotgun. Nick getting killed by the scumbag spitter right at the safe room door. Rochelle stumbling in black and white with probably about 2 HP for 1 bonus. But I mean, for bedtime, this is perfect for them. I mean, going into map 4, you're up 700 points and you're on the away server. So you get to do this shit all over again with more favourable pings.
Yeah. They're going to have to play really well in their European match, or they're going to have to step it up right now and make some big naps.
Yeah, his mom took him to a sushi place for his birthday, and he didn't want to.
I noticed someone's trying to break into your kitchen, I think, Gams.
Loved it, man. But it's like
I think it's just the dogs.
Show one of them places. So Keith figures, hey, how hard could it be to roll up some raw food? And
Dog does not seem pleased by something.
Turns out,
I think my parents just left.
they say experience is the
The
best
dog's got like separation anxiety just because your parents have left. Like, you're there, but the dog doesn't care about that.
We have foster dogs, so they are the young.
down to head the chicken off of the pass, and the doctors were able to get him out before his heart stopped.
Boom going in here, and the smoker pull out, and the spit misses, but there's a little bit of hunter landing. And there's about 10-15 damage coming out from that.
Yeah, should tick up a couple more times as well, thanks to Rochelle being boomed and having to deal with everything herself while her companions are stuck in the safe room with the spit puddle in front of them. So, a nice little bit of chip from the opening attack. I think the Boomer was a bit too preemptive and went in a bit too soon. The rest of the SI didn't really get much. I think a Hunter got an intercept pounce. But there is a witch up in front of the survivors as well. There is a jerky looking to spawn, and that jerky gets to spawn. Oh, Nick misses the crown. Boomer gets a double boom. Hunter gets a cap momentarily. Smoker gets a pull. Witch has been taken out. Boomer going for scratches, looking for that proxy on the down survivor. Does get the proc. but that's a good amount of chip. Full in cap from that witch, and we see the damage ticking up thanks to the common slaps on Rochelle as she picks up her down companion, that is Ellis.
It was a pretty crazy witch hit right there. I think she went on the jock and then she got stuck and then she curved onto an Uzi afterward. It was really weird.
Well, I think the perfect thing for the SI is, I mean, it gives them something to... They're in a bit of a better position to sort of whittle down the survivors' perm HP, because, I mean, I think one thing Diplomacy has sort of lacked a bit at this point is their composure a bit. They had really good composure on the first two maps in terms of SI synchronization, but after that, that early wipe, shall we call it, they really sort of struggled to keep everything on top, as it were. Like, their SI doesn't seem that coordinated as it was.
Yeah, I think Shade leaving definitely had a big thing to do with that. He's their captain, I believe, and he just all call it.
Yep, and we do see the Boomer getting picked very early charge, looking for an intercept. Jockey gets a jerk, Spit goes down, free Spit on Rochelle. And we do see a bit more chip go out in Survivors, so I mean, that's not bad. I mean, the one Survivor fully bleeding, Miguel and Rochelle taking, Anisur taking quite a bit of chip as well, so I mean, that is going to be another 2 sets of pills committed for safety purposes during a tank anyway. Zombie Man does have the bile in his hand, and has been triggered, that is up in the hands of Han. Oh, and he's in instantly. He does get 2 punches in on Ellis. That is going to be
Oh my God, and the
nice
triple charge.
multi-charge. And the Hunter intercept. Smoker looking for that pull as well. Tank
That's
is
a
going to
wipe
finish
right there.
cleaning up. Oh, look, what the bounce.
Oh, the Smoker goes for the stretch to get the wipe. Really good tank there. That tank should never wipe, honestly. You just run it back to safe room and it's a huge open area with no spawn.
I think the survivors were a bit overzealous there. They pushed right into a tank. None of the survivors that I'd mentioned up until that point had committed their pills either, so one punch, Ellis was slow and the tank was right on top of him. Very good SI support though. I mean, that sort of makes me bite my tongue a bit when I just
that
mentioned
triple charge.
that their SI wasn't that coordinated on the previous campaigns, and they just sort of pulled it right back there with a very good intercept charge. And of course that Hunter managing to pounce the one survivor who hadn't been hit as a result of the charge either.
Yeah, it was really good separation, control of the survivors with the Smoker, controlling the tank as well.
Why is this game racist against Caps? We do see the opening hit for the SI do go in. Well, just the Boomer looking to sort of slow the SI survivors down. It does get 2 boom, but survivors not going to walk out into that massive common. They're going to sit here, clear it all out, and then go to take on the Hunter Smoker and the Spitter waiting outside. But with any luck for the SI, they might get that charger in time. The survivors are going to push out. They do manage to get a pick in on the Spitter and the Hunter. Smoker gets cleared near enough instantly as well. So that's going to split the survivor spawn timers, the SI spawn timers quite a bit, but that Jerky has repositioned itself right on top of the Witch where the previous one was. I believe there's one more map after this place. Survivors look like they're gonna bypass this Witch, not risking the 20 points.
I think it's a good choice here. That's
I
a
think
weird
it's a very
placement
good
for a
choice.
witch right behind the tree right there.
It's a horrid placement for the survivors in terms of pulling the Witch. It's great for the SI because they've got plenty of places to spawn on. And now because of the spawn rotation, they've got a 2-2 to work off. We do see a Boomer going in on one survivor, though. Free Spit's going to go down and get nothing. Hunter looking to get a cap on that Boom survivor, but he's just jumping around aimlessly. He does get skeeved. This is going to give the survivors ample opportunity to spawn that tank and bring it back to a more favourable position as well. But it
feel
looks
like
like
that
they're
tank
just going to
wipe
hold out here.
gave them the morale they needed to get back in this game.
Well, I mean, they were down by 700 points coming into this map.
Yeah, but they needed a
they've
big,
wiped...
huge bonus over them and take the lead in this. Because this is their home game.
I don't know, I do have a bit of faith as well, because I mean the pings aren't as drastic. We do see a pull going out in the back though, but Rochelle very quickly cleared by her teammates, so they're on top of that. The Charger Spitter as well, both spawned with the Smoker at the rear. The Spitter gets picked very early, so that's going to help mitigate damage should the Charger get a land. But it looks like there's the SI want to stop the survivors triggering tank and rushing straight back into that open area. But the survivors are going to do it anyway. They're just chipping the living shit out the Charger, which has now wasted its charge.
Boomer gets
Smoker
popped as well.
picked. Boomer popped, and the Charger is taken out. The tank is up in the hands of Inox.
Looks like they want to play this tank aggressively up here in this area with the ruins.
It's a pretty good place. Tank is now looking for a rock. He might get it. He doesn't get it. But I mean, the tank is all by himself here, so I mean, the survivor is looking to be quite aggressive and push.
The tank can fall off the bridge here, he needs to be careful.
Tank is going to pursue the survivors. He's wasted about 50% of his first pass, but he has mitigated the chip. Tank is going to push straight in. Survivors have to be really careful here because there's a Boomer looking to rocket in. Boomer does miss his spawn, but he does manage to waddle himself in and get a single boom in on Ellis, who's doing a great job of juking that tank. Jockey and Hunter coming in from behind. Hunter and Jockey going for the same target, but the Hunter gets the cap, which is the most important thing. Jerky looking to intercept. Jerky gets taken out. Hunter has now been cleared. Tank is going to capitalize on that and probably get an in-cap on Coach as a result. Oh no, Coach does manage to take his pills. Tank is down to no HP. Tank is dead. Good amount of spread.
Punch Coach on the god frame. I think he could have got the in-cap. But they still have good bonus, and as long as they don't take a huge charge or anything, there's only 3 or 4 more chokes they might have to go through.
Reloading.
Yeah, I think Han's contribution to that tank there was moral support with his 228 damage.
I think he was in the back with purple trying to kill the incoming spawns. And he is the shotgun player for this team, as I am aware.
Yep, we do have another attack coming in though for the SI. Charger getting absolutely railed though. Smoker gets a pull in front. Jerky looking for a jog in the back. Gets taken out as well. Smoker cleared up in front. Jerky does get a momentarily, we'll call it a neck hump for now. But he has been cleared, attack is cleared. Survivor's still sitting relatively pretty in terms of bonus. They have 4 sets of pills and that bile on their person. SI not looking too great in terms of overall pointage here either. I mean, combined they only have about 75 points between them, apart from Minox, of course, who was playing the tank. We're about 50% through the map as well. Maybe just over, I'm not sure, because of custom distances. We do have a Hunter pre-spawned. Gets picked through the wall as well, down to 50% HP.
Two boom in the charger going in, it misses, and the Smoker misses on the charger as well. A pretty good clear overall on the Hunter landing, but not too much damage coming out.
I think the charger got 2 fists there. I mean, I think it was...
Did he?
Yeah, I think it was
they took
Ellis.
actually a pretty decent amount of damage.
It's probably going to be safe from for them though at this point, potentially.
There's one more set of spawns I'd say that would come in.
Yeah, there's definitely one more attack before that's safe.
And maybe another if they get an in-cap or somebody gets really slow or 2 people get stuck.
Yeah, I think it was Nick there during that attack where the charger sort of came in, missed his charge, and was following someone, punching them in the back. We do see a nice double. Is that double boom? No, it's a single boom going in. Boomer is still up. Jockey has pre-spawned as well, up behind that hedgerow. Is that a witch I hear?
No, it was 15%, remember? Which they passed her?
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that now. I'm sorry. I found out.
Silly nerd.
Boomer has managed to get himself out of there. Saved his pudgy ass and is currently looking for another reboom because his boom has recharged by now. A pretty sneaky spot up there as well. Do see the attack coming in. Boomer gets himself a double boom. Charger lands. Spit goes down. Jockey lands as well. Attack has been cleared very quickly, but Ellis is stuck in a world of hurt. Surrounded by Spit. Commons around it. Does take a fair amount of chip for that as well.
That should be safe room, but yeah, they definitely got the bonus down a lot. There was a 660 bonus, and then they got it down 300 points in the last 2 attacks, so that's some really solid SI player right there at the end.
Reloading here.
Yeah, they need to deploy the boil. Deploy the bile.
Reloading.
Might be another half set of spawns that comes in here.
Well, I don't know, they've
full
got the
set.
full attack. Boomer's going to spawn up in front and get a boom in on one survivor. There is a cat going down at the base of the stairs. Smoke gets a momentary pull as well, but gets cleared very quick. Nick is down there by himself. It's not too much of a hindrance because he isn't really bonus. They really need to sort of keep everything that Rochelle has left. But they are going to make it to the safe room.
I think that'll be close to the lead. No, that's not the lead, okay.
No, well, I mean, they're only about... Oh, maths. We're going to say 70 points behind. We're going to say 69 points behind. Is that right?
That sounds close enough.
Abacus?
I don't have my abacus on me. I put it away just when I went to go get my dog. Under control.
Abacus! Call the fucking dog Abacus. Let's go with that.
I'm gonna go ask my dog what the score difference is.
1 bark if it's 65. 1 bark if it's anything other than that. But nonetheless, we are going to take it to the finale. And we have about 60 odd points separating the 2 teams. Shut up, Dragon. I don't care for your correct maths and 79 points. 79 points separating the 2 teams.
This is a pretty makeable map for both teams, I think, even with the higher level of things. The 2 tanks are pretty easy to take if you rotate around the barn properly and LOS them. But we'll see how they get this first hit out of the way.
But it's a relatively nice hit for the field. It is going to be a Boomer Jockey Charger, and I cannot see the final spawn.
I
Smoke.
think it's a smoker yet.
This whole spec HUD turning off thing and have to turn it back on every round is bad. You see the Boomer missing his boom though, unfortunately. Smokey gets a momentary pull. Jerky looking to get a jerk, but he gets M2 down. Boomer's going to waddle in and look for a proxy. Go, Fatman! Fatman gets a double proxy.
Oh,
Charger
double
comes in,
charge.
gets a charge.
That's gonna be 2 slams maybe? Not 1 slam.
What the hell is this place?
That's some pretty good damage for that first. They might get another hit in the field with this boom. We'll see though.
Yeah, Coach is kind of being left to sort of fend for himself there. There's a trail of Common following. And of course, they might turn on Ellis as well now because he is boomed as well. But looks like the Survivors know their way pretty comfortably through this area. Because I got lost here during campaign playthrough for like 20 minutes.
20 minutes, really?
I was not happy.
Reloading.
My entire team had got to the...
Smoker pulling
looking
Coach
for a
back?
Hey, I'm reloading.
Looks like not much is gonna come from it though. Boomer Jockey, Hunter going in. Hunter's really far back. Jockey shut down. Hunter and Smoker are basically shut down. Oh, Hunter gets the 7th DP, but... And Smoker scratches and that's it.
Well, there's a good amount of chip going in on Zombie Man thus far. And Survivors are in a pretty bad place. No one's covering Nick. He's just kind of like left out there to fend for himself. And he's getting beaten to shit. There's a lot of Common.
He took some decent damage from that.
I think he took a solid sort of 10, maybe 15 HP damage over there from Common.
Yeah, that ping and those commons combined are quite a mixture.
There's nothing more frustrating than being a high ping player and then having to deal with commons, especially like an army of the little bastards. The Survivors taking up the traditional position on the stage. Jerky is going to go in, take Coach slow. Charger looking for that charge. It gets, oh, that stumble into spit. There's blood
Oh my goodness,
everywhere.
that's huge. I believe that's what you
Yeah.
call blood orgy.
Blood orgy. And once again, Coach getting harassed by Common. Tank has been triggered. First tank of the event. I believe there is 2 for this finale.
Yes, there is.
Tank
It's
is
good that
gonna
they're
have
already
to
2 bleeding because they can rock this out pretty well. If this tank rotates around the barn to get sight when they
Yeah,
go
of
inside.
course, pills are outside as well, so I mean, survivors have to either gift the tank a potential rock hit or gift the tank sight at least if they want to go and go for those 2 sets of pills. But they're doing a pretty good job here at the moment of line of sight. Actually, no, I lie. No, they are line of sight on the tank. He is losing frustration. You do see a jockey getting picked out. Tank
And the
does
tank
land
gets
a
a
nice
nice
rock.
rock by himself. Oh, the jockey went in, but it was just more of a distraction.
I'm trying to be professional, Ibex. Don't tempt me to do bad things. Okay, I'm lying. I'm not trying to be professional. I don't have a professional bone
They
in my
can shoot
body.
the tank through this floor really badly if he wants to stand there. That's like
Yeah,
what
this-
they're choosing to do.
This
And that should
barn
be
doesn't
second
really
pass.
provide much bulletproof. I mean, the tank is down to his second pass. It's not really in a position to get any good rocks since he tries a very audacious curve. The tank is going to commit himself. The SI do have a tri-cap. There's a little bit of separation on Ellis. Tank
There's
is
some
nice
good
long on
separation
them.
here if this lands.
Very good. Oh, Jockey gets picked, Hunter gets an intercept. Oh, the tank clears the Hunter target, unfortunately, but he is going to get some extra punches in on Ellis as a result. Might get 2 in caps. Definitely gets 1 and manages to get himself out. Going for the jump rock, Shade will be proud. Doesn't land the jump rock though.
That's some
Unfortunately,
really good damage
Skullcraft,
though.
we do not have Worms for either team. Oh, tank getting some nice damage in, and that's on bonus as well. Nice extra additional rock and a punch in on Rochelle, so that's the bonus pretty much destroyed. So we could see them, providing they get 1 or 2 solid SI hits, might see this second tank bleed the living shit out of the Survivor.
Grabbing pills.
Yeah, the bleed from the next tank is probably going to be a big factor in the potential weight coming with it.
Well,
Depending on
they've committed 2 of the 4 sets of event pills as well. So, I mean, they've only got 2 sets of pills left on their person and 4 people that need... Boomer's going to bunny hop his way in there, but not get anything. Hunter, Charger, and Smoke coming in. Hunter gets a pounce, Charger gets a stuck. Charger gets an additional fist before getting taken out, and the Smoke pull going out for a little bit longer than I anticipated on Ellis there.
looks like it's going to force their pills. They're probably going to have 2 slow for this next tank, I think.
Well, I think they've got 1 more SI hit to really sort of maximize the damage, and then that tank is going to trigger. So, I mean, this tank, if he can get into a good place, can essentially cause just significant bleed to the point where he just has to waltz in, 1 punch on each survivor, and it's bang, in gap, wipe. And there is the tank. Final tank for Team Diplomacy. Sorry, yeah, it is Team Diplomacy. It's up in the hands of Purple, and oh Jesus Christ, Purple tank, fuck this guy, fuck this tank.
I think this might be a wipe with a purple tank on this side.
It better not be a wipe. If purple tank wipes, then I quit. Hunter gets a nice pounce in the corner there. Charger unable to get more than a single stun on Coach, but the Hunter is going to work. Tank looking to try and get rock, but it is purple tank, and he is unfortunately hopeless, so he did miss the rock. Here comes the audacious curve. Not going to get. Survivor not really chipping the tank either.
Yeah, they don't really have the help to push him to him where he just runs away and he's too fast for them at this point.
Yeah, I mean, Rochelle's the only fast survivor left, and at this point, Nick, Ellis, and Coach are just going to bleed down to 1 HP. And Tank just gone to his second pack. He's down to about 60% respiration, so he's probably going to push in very short. They do have a boomer up as well. If they can push that tank in, drop the boomer on top, that's pretty much GG. Tank does get himself a rock though, and it is going to commit straight in on Rochelle. One more punch for the in-cap.
Right there.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Charger gets the second survivor. Smoker gets the intercept full. Tank's going to finish it off with his final rock, which he does land. And that is going to be the wipe for Team Diplomacy. Team Fighter making it with 664 distance points, giving them a total campaign score thus far in round 1 of this 2-round match at 3,258 points. So I think at this point, they really need to either make it as far or make it to the safe room.
I think if they make safe from here, they'll be in a really good spot for their second match because I know Purple's really good on EU. Tekari is substantially better on EU, and he doesn't have 140 ping. And I don't know about she and Han's West Coast, so that might be a little bit of an issue. I think they'll be fine on Europe.
I mean, there's not much of a difference in terms of points going into this map. So I mean, if they can make it to the next map, or the next match, as it were, as close as humanly possible in points, if not ahead, then I guess it puts them in a much more favourable situation. I mean, it's still all to play for at that point. There's nothing worse than going into the second half of your map when you've already lost the first one on the away server about, like, 2,000 points, which is what we usually see. And we do have Apollyon versus Fnatic, apparently, that's just gone live on Fish's channel, so be sure to check out Fish and follow him as well, and of course, stay here because we're important, and Xpine needs follows because he needs money to pay for his dialysis. We do see the attack going in. Jockey gets a moment. Jockey landed for quite some time there. Boomer gets a nice double boom. Charger unfortunately missing his charge, but I can see him coming back in here for some additional fisting because no one's watching Coach's back. And here comes the Charger. Charger gets one fist, two fists. Two fists before taking out. He's still alive, Jesus. Almost gets a second charge. And he's still alive.
Charger is a true survivor here.
Are you out of your mind shooting at me?
Lucky actually, he didn't get more punches than that, but the survivors have just about made it out of this this horrible little cane field thing. There is a smoke who spawned up looking to get a pullback. A Hunter in front of the survivors here, inside the room. Pretty bad place for a Hunter, but he is going to get out of there. Survivors taking this in a very weird spot. I
think this is a pretty good spot. I've seen Pine take this here in some other scrims.
Hunter's been chipped down to pretty poor HP, down about 63 HP. There is a boomer, that does get a boomer in one survivor. Smoker gets a pull, Jockey gets an intercept. That's a double cap momentary. Double cap has been cleared, and the final spawn has now been cleared. They need to cover Rochelle though, because she's currently swarmed by Common. She's got no melee.
I think they should have gotten those melees. There's plenty of melees over there they could have gotten.
Yeah, well, this would be the ideal time to get them. I mean, there's no SI
I think
attack.
they should go, but I don't think they're going to. There's a lot of hordes still.
Stubborn bastard. You just like using pistol scripts, you dirty whore. Well, we do see the Common getting the occasional chip in on the damage. This is the point where, things can get dangerous. The SI attack is up. It is a 2-2, but they do have a charge bit, and a boomer, and a jockey, and it's all coming in now. It's all coming in up the hill. Charger gets himself a double charge. Oh my god, the flight!
Oh, the spit looks like it mostly missed that.
Did you see the fall damage on Coach, though?
I didn't. How much did he take?
He took about 50 fall damage.
Oh my goodness.
At this point, I would have preferred the spit land on the guy. He probably would have preferred it himself. He'd have taken less damage. Rock! Oh, the rock gets the in-cap on Kekri. He does not pill up. Tank is rolling straight in on this. Tank has got a corner on Coach. That's Coach black and white. And that Hunter's looking to capitalize. If he pounces him and gets that kill, this could be a wipe right now. Smoker gets an intercept. Hunter gets the third intercept. Tank is looking for that fourth corner. Gets it. Hunter's still alive.
That's
Hunter gets
the wipe,
3
I
pounds.
think.
That's the wipe.
Yeah. Wow.
fatal survivor error on diplomacy there. Coach didn't pill up, got in-capped by the rock, they picked him up, he was instantly in-capped again, and the SI support right on top to finish it off. So, I mean, we see about 300 distance points separating the two teams going into the second half.
Looks like they don't want to go into the second half. They think that they're not going to be able to beat them on their home server. I think they have a chance, but I guess they don't want to play.
They're calling it.
Yes, they are.
Oh, well, that's very unfortunate. I'm quite disappointed at that, actually. Well, I apologize, faithful viewers. Thank you for tuning in, nonetheless. Currently, Fnatic versus Apollyon is currently going live via either Watch Left 4 Dead, or you can tune in directly to Fish the Pish or Pish Fish. I can't remember which way it is. Directly on his Twitch channel. Check it out. I believe XBuy is going to be throwing up a link in his chat to that. Well, XBuy is actually going to host his channel instead, so yay, that helps everyone out. I'm actually going to go and tune out that match myself after I go and shout at Purple and berate him for not playing the second half. Yams will also be there because that's what Yams does, Yams trolls. But thank you once again for helping me out with this, Yams, and thank you again for cameramanning XBuy. It's been fun as always. Anyone you want to say thank you to, Yams, apart from the dog?
You should thank my dog, dude. My dog really gave the cast the moral aspect.
Gave the cast a bit more realism. We now know how it sounds in the ghetto. Police sirens and dogs. Well, once again, thank you for tuning in. I have been Battle. I have been joined by Yams and, of course, Cameraman, who has been the XBuy. But we're now going to go check out the Fnatic versus Apollyon game. So thank you for tuning in, and farewell. Have a pleasant evening, you bastards.